my topic, real prosperity. You know, it was, and when I always say you want to open yourself to the topmost as possible for you. When we have a material consciousness, we interpret that to mean stuff. You know, you have more stuff than others. You've got the latest stuff, the latest technology, the biggest house, the biggest this, the greatest this, and all. This is prosperity. So then we think that people who have a lot of stuff, and they can wear a lot of gold, and you know, and they can wear jewelry, and they can dress up the body and big deal. It's like, that's not prosperity. That's real poverty. That's real poverty. Because prosperity is you. And when I really meditated on the word prosperity, because I've always been a prosperity teacher in a sense. And yes, in the beginning, in a sense, it meant for me to have money and things, because that's how this world operates. That's what we thought, this is the way it is. Because we've been taught this way, this is the way it's going, this is the way it's been. That's why it's controlled, is through the money and all and that sort of thing. And for the laws and the rules and all that. Well, if we come back to natural law and we tune in, is prosperity means to go forth to do whatever it is that you want to be doing with enthusiasm. And yet what we've done with the false prosperity, or the materialistic view of it, which we're there to please the physical senses, but we don't give the pleasure to the soul or the self. So I know when I was in that world, and I was going along to get along because that's what you're taught and that's the way it is, and yet what I noticed too was I had all of these beliefs that when you have lots of money and fame and beauty and you have all of this, then that means that you're really happy and everybody likes you. It isn't that way at all. And when I went to India the first time, it was such an awakening, because I witnessed children playing. They didn't have big toys and stuff. They had a ball or a stick or a rock or a wheel. Played so many games with rocks, throwing it here. I remember hopscotch. I didn't take anything, had to have a wagger. That was fun. Jacks, I always liked jacks. That was fun, you know. But it was like, and it was good hand-eye coordination, so those kind of things are kind of cool. But real prosperity is you. Because the false, only the materialistic, we think then I'll be safe, then I'll be secure, then no one can hurt me, everybody will like me, I won't get hurt, I won't die. Well, the truth is, you are eternal. And it's you being, it's just you and your partner, your beloved, your God within. And yet we all have the same partner, beloved, and we would call it self, super soul, God within, yet we're all individuals. And when you know this, you prosper yourself. That means you allow yourself to express, to use your talents, abilities, to develop talents and abilities. I know I just had my piano tuned to 432. Instead of 440, which was like a militarized kind of a harsh frequency, 440. So the 432 is the golden mean. It harmonizes with the body. Well, and my piano was like $50 baby grand piano as a rescue. It's fabulous. It's wonderful. Just because I had the desire to have that acoustical piano that I could tune to 432, so I could get the experience, what it was like to sing and play the piano in the natural frequency that is nature. And when we're in harmony with ourselves, we're lacking nothing. because I just call it divine magic. I don't know what else to call it, because magic has such a bad word, because it's basically illusion. It makes you think something's happened that really isn't. And when we're caught up in material prosperity as these people with all of this stuff, or they must be really happy and I must be a real loser and I'm not really good enough, you're just torturing yourself when everything, you have it all within you, as you, part of you, that we are part of. And all of this suffering is generated through our own minds. And so if we want that pleasure of the soul, we've got to stop thinking. Oh, you got to think. You never think about it. You don't need to. You know. And that's what they want to destroy, is the feminine. That we call it that, but it is that aspect that's intuitive, that knows, that's creative. And you got the masculine, that is that energy force, you see, that focuses. So you do the marriage within yourself, and that's prosperity. And so we have to give up scarcity. Stop scaring yourself, scarring yourself, torturing yourself, or believing that you don't have enough. Something's wrong with you. And then when only I get this, I'll be better. If I only win the lottery, then all my worries will be over. So you're living in hope and hopelessness, as if there's going to be something on the outside that's going to give you what you're missing. And you're missing no thing. You are someone, a person, with as much power, abilities, qualities as every other true living entity. Spirit, soul, God, mini God. And that, to give up what we've been taught and what's been in movies and books and through what we call rulerships and all of these things, it's this hierarchy. It's always this dominate or avoid domination, and making us feel that we choose to, because not that we're stupid, but we're trusting and naive. So you need to know what's going on, to observe, and to stop giving your power away to everybody else to make you feel good. Because that's really what it's about. You feeling good. And how do you feel good? Goodness is who you are. Absolute goodness. In the duality, you have good and evil. And yes, what we call evil is actually the other side of what we call good sometimes. But absolute goodness is beyond the game of good and evil, or right and wrong, or I like or do not like. That what we call evil exists because it's in our own mind that we're fighting. Give up the battle and the fight. The scarcity, the warship. If there's something you want to do in your heart, and you know it's good for all, because it's good for you and it is good for them, because you have no desire to vampire others. You have no desire for them to suffer so you can gain. No. If you do that, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Yeah. You are prosperity. That's real. To go forth, to be who you are in every moment. Truly, not from your mind, not who you think you are, but to settle in and be that compassionate, caring, loving, talented, able, powerful, because that's your inheritance. That's what you're part of. And the more you allow yourself to feel that, the more you experience. Own your prosperity. You already have it.